Hi and welcome back to another career clip. This is Jörg, which is German for George, here at Find a Job in Germany in Berlin. Last week I talked about visa sponsorship, or about what I like to call the 50 shades of visa sponsorship, understanding what it comes down to when we're actually using that term. Today I want to walk you back, take you back to square one, so to speak, talk about the reason for why Germany needs so many skilled tech and IT people to come work in Germany. There are actually three reasons on why Germany needs more software developers to come work and live here. And I hope you don't mind me saying, but whenever I'm using the term software developers, I'm actually referring to the entire area of tech and IT professionals that covers testers, data scientists, engineers, and the like as well. What is important for you to understand is that, and this is the very first reason, we're currently looking at around 100,000 open positions in tech and IT. How could this be? When we're talking about labor market developments, we are generally not talking about a period of the last 2 to 3 to 4 years, but in fact 10 to 20 to 30 years. And there is an ever-aging population in Germany. There used to be a boomer generation in the 60s and the 70s, so birth rates were very high. But then with economic prosperity, birth rates went down. And this quite easily also means that there are not enough people to fill these jobs which we're talking about here. In fact, Germany has had a problem with advertising and making sure that tech and IT is an area which young people should go into. Unlike countries like India, this is actually an area which is just starting now. Even the younger generation, the younger ones which are now graduating from German universities, are not going to be enough to fill the need of the companies that are hiring tech and IT professionals. This brings me to my third reason, and this is where you need to understand the setup or the structure of the German economy. When we're talking about German economy, most of you may be thinking of multinationals such as Siemens, SAP, BMW, Allianz, I know. But in fact, the German economy is not those multinational corporations. The German economy heavily relies on SMEs. And when we're talking about SMEs, I'm not referring to companies that are hiring or maybe employing 5 to 10 people, but in fact 100 and more. And this is what is called German Mittelstand. And those are very traditional family-run businesses most of the time, which are now in the midst of, here it comes, the digital transformation of their products and services. And this digitalization, this digital transformation creates a strong need in the market for, obviously, these companies to hire more professional people in tech and IT. Let's do a quick recap. Again, the three reasons why Germany needs more software developers to come and work here is the demographic factor, meaning the ever-aging population in Germany. Second, the lack of young professionals coming into the market as graduates from tech and IT departments at universities here. And third, the ever-increasing market need from German companies to perform and to make sure digital transformation is taken care of. So to break this down for you, most German companies are currently and will be undergoing said digital transformation. And that means that in all kinds of areas, Internet of Things, big data, robotics, software as a service, Internet of Services, these companies will be needing more people in the future. So quick recap. An ever-aging German population, a lack of German graduates from universities in tech and IT, and an ever-increasing market demand from German companies, not just to take care of their digital transformation needs, but also obviously competing with startups that have digital services in their DNA. This strong market need also translated into some changes, and here it gets interesting for you, by the German government when it comes to immigration policies. What it means for you, namely, is that not only are more and more German companies waking up to the idea and the understanding that they need to hire globally, but also the need by the German government to cater for that interest by German companies in terms of policy and laws. The German government, therefore, also made sure that for tech and IT professionals, it's easier to come work in Germany than in other areas. When I compare it to, for example, law, medicine, and all the other regulated areas, it's much easier for people like you to come work in Germany here. If you're interested to find more about how to land a job in Germany, you can also book a get to know call after watching our 30-minute video training for our personal coaching program and see if and how we can work together as a software developer, tester, data engineer, scientist, DevOps engineer, you name it. Just make sure you send us your CV before you book your get to know call. From Berlin, this is Jörg at Find a Job in Germany. So long.